you for joining me today. I'm Brian. Welcome to Patriot Truth Talk. It's local news here for Michigan. We're less than 2 weeks away from the primary election, which is August 4th this year. So pretty much about a week and a half, I would say, um, is when the primary election is going to be. I'd like to get on here and encourage everybody to please go vote. And there's a couple things about the primary election that some people don't know, especially maybe it's your first time being able to vote because your age, younger people here. During the primary election, you're not allowed to split your ballot. You either have to vote for everybody on the Democrat party or on the Republican party. Um, Splitting your ballot is what that is for people that may not know is, well, you might like a couple of the Democrats platform, so you vote for them, and you might like a couple of the Republicans, so you vote for them. You can do that in the general election, which is in November, but the August primary election you cannot split your ballot. You either have to vote all Democrat or all Republican. Now, Anthony Hudson is not going to be on the primary ballot because he's the only libertarian running, so he automatically makes it to the general election in November, so he'll be on there on November. Now, if you have already voted, because here in Michigan, everybody knows that we have the mail in ballots and the early voting. So if you got a ballot in the mail and you filled it out and either you took it to your clerk's office or you mailed it back in, now, if you did split your ballot, you can always go to your clerk's office and talk to your clerk in your township and ask them if they could spoil your ballot, which they will more than happily do. I don't think I've ever heard or seen a clerk deny that. You can spoil that ballot. They will give you another one right then and there. You can fill that one out and then hand it right back, and then they'll take it. Or if you want to wait till August 4th and you already mailed in your ballot, you can take your voter registration card and your ID and go to the where you would normally vote in person, and you can tell them, well, you mailed in your ballot, you want that one to be spoiled, and you want a new ballot so you could re-vote. If you either maybe you did split your ticket and you didn't know and you shouldn't have, because if you send in a split ticket or you vote a split ticket on August 4th, they don't count those in the voting. Okay, so they won't. Your ballot will not be counted if you do a split ballot on August 4th. I know I'm kind of stressing that a little bit, but there seems to be some miscommunication out there about this. Me myself, I was an election worker for the past 3 or 4 different elections that we have had. So I've been trained as an election worker, so I know how things work. I've worked at the polls in Huron Township where I used to live, so I do know a little bit about what I'm talking about here, probably more than the average voter does. But just I want to keep all that there for everybody to vote however you want to vote. I'm not here to say, oh, you have to vote Democrat, you have to vote Republican. I don't care who you vote for, just as long as you get out and vote. Okay. Now, if you don't vote in the primary election, and come November you decide to go vote, but you don't like anybody on the ballot. Okay. Well, don't complain about it because you had your choice to vote on August 4th. Because the primary election is going when we vote there, the people that win the primaries will be on the November ballot. That's why voting in the primary election is probably just the same, if not more important, than the general election that we have to go vote for again in November. Okay, so, and if you don't vote at all, you have no right to complain about what happens to the state or to the country. Just keep sitting on the couch and eating your chips and be quiet. Okay? Now, if you go out and vote, you vote in August, you vote in November, you don't like the way things are going, you have every right to complain and maybe, I don't know, impeach somebody, get them out of office, vote them out the next cycle around. That is your choice. Okay, so from here at Patriot Truth Talk, I hope you guys all have a great week and hope you enjoyed the video. And if you could please share this video, I want this to reach as many people as we can because I would like to see a very good turnout voting for the primary election this year. A lot of people, you'd be surprised how many people don't vote in the primary, but they will vote in the general. Now, this is not a presidential year, so it's some people feel it's not that important because we're not voting for president this time around. We will in 2028, or yeah, 2028 we'll be voting for president. Then people tend to vote more when the presidential election is up for grabs. But these off years where we don't vote for the president, it's still important to get out and vote. Okay, I can't stress that enough. So make time on August 4th. If you haven't voted yet, make time August 4th. Get there early so you can get through the line, vote, and get out. Okay? Thank you very much, y'all. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you.